This is Pulse of Africa, the face of Ethiopia, the voice of Africa.
Hello viewers, you're watching Pulse of Africa. I'm Janani Tesfaye for the main news. First, our top stories for today. Nigeria's Senate passes tax reform bills to boost government revenue. Namibia and Angola vow to advance ties in energy and infrastructure. Pope Leo XIV appeals for no more war in First Sunday message. Now the news in detail. Nigeria's Senate has approved 4 tax reform bills as part of President Bola Tinubu's plan to overhaul the country's fiscal system. A key part of the reforms is an increase in the value-added tax from 7.5% to 12.5% set to take effect next year. In addition to that, the bills amend Nigeria's oil law, transferring fiscal duties such as royalty and petroleum profit tax collection to the newly proposed Nigeria Revenue Service. This aims to streamline revenue collection and improve efficiency. President Hakainde Hichilema urged Zambians to prioritize productivity to foster economic growth and trade in the country. Speaking at a Thanksgiving service in Lusaka, he emphasized the government's support for producers, particularly farmers, in light of the lessons learned from the previous drought. Hichilema encouraged citizens to utilize government programs like the Farmer Input Support Program and Constituency Development Fund to support local agriculture and community development. He also highlighted the importance of unity, urging Zambians to work together for the nation's progress. Namibia and Angola have agreed to collaborate on energy and infrastructure projects to boost economic growth and create jobs following Namibian President Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah's official visit to Angola. The two leaders, President Nandi-Ndaitwah and President João Lourenço, emphasized priority areas such as agriculture, energy, tourism, oil and gas, logistics, and water cooperation to tackle unemployment in both nations. The leaders reaffirmed their commitment to jointly developing the Baines hydropower plant on the Koene River and discussed extending electricity transmission lines and water canals to northern Namibia. They also agreed to strengthen cooperation between their national oil companies in areas like logistics, training, and exploration. The 2025 Africa CEO Forum, taking place in Abidjan on May 12 to 13, is bringing together 2,000 CEOs, investors, and government leaders from over 75 countries. The forum will address Africa's economic challenges, including rising protectionism, high debt servicing costs, and reduced development aid, while exploring new opportunities for South-South trade and investment. Under the theme, "Can a new deal between state and private sector deliver the continent a winning hand?" the forum will focus on enhancing governance, refining public policies, and accelerating the African Continental Free Trade Area. Discussions will aim to strengthen public-private collaboration for sustainable development and optimize Africa's global economic position. In other news, the US and China concluded 2 days of trade talks in Geneva, with both sides calling the discussions constructive. US officials cited a deal to help reduce the trade deficit, while Chinese officials said an important consensus was reached, including plans for a new economic dialogue forum. No details were released yet, and neither side mentioned reducing the high tariffs still in place, 145% on Chinese goods and 125% on US goods. Pope Leo XIV delivered his first Sunday address in St. Peter's Square with a strong appeal for peace, urging world powers to bring an end to war. He called for a ceasefire in Gaza, a just resolution in Ukraine. The Pope praised the recent India-Pakistan ceasefire and prayed for a miracle of peace. Tens of thousands applauded Leo's emotional message, delivered just days after his election on May 8. Pope Leo concluded by acknowledging the many other conflicts worldwide, appealing for global unity in the pursuit of peace. The UAE has committed to investing in a $25 billion gas pipeline project connecting Nigeria to Morocco, which will eventually reach Europe. Morocco's Minister of Energy Transition, Leila Ben Ali, confirmed that the UAE, along with institutions like IDB, OPEC Fund, and EIB, is supporting the project. The pipeline will be developed in 3 phases. Phase 1 will link Morocco to gas fields near Senegal and Mauritania and connect Ghana to the Ivory Coast. Phase 2 will connect Nigeria to Ghana, and Phase 3 will link the Ivory Coast to Senegal. The pipeline is expected to enhance regional power supply and foster economic integration across Africa, benefiting over 400 million people. Finally, Turkish exploration missions have discovered reserves estimated to contain up to 20 billion barrels of commercially viable crude oil. While 2 blocks it operates in the region have reportedly resulted in significant yields, the 3rd block is still being explored and is expected to also contain sufficient commercial quantities of oil. A 3rd block is still under exploration and is expected to contain significant oil quantities as well. The discovery follows a deal signed between Turkey and Somalia a month ago, focusing on onshore oil and gas exploration. Before concluding, let us provide you with the latest updates on global commodities prices. Now to weather updates. That's all for today, and thanks for watching Pulse of Africa.
This is Pulse of Africa, the face of Ethiopia, the voice of Africa.